Jalen Hurts makes it to his first Super Bowl.
Mhm.
He's now more accomplished than players like Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, anybody you want to throw in that realm. Also, the Eagles making it to their second Super Bowl in I want to say 7 years because they made it in 2017, so 5 years,
Yeah.
6 years. You get the idea.
6. Yeah.
Yeah. So second Super Bowl in 6 years. Their rebuild from getting rid of Carson Wentz, getting rid of Doug Peterson, moving on from a number of players, retooling their team, and still having assets available for them. This has been a masterclass rebuild because within 3 years, they went from Carson Wentz and Doug Peterson having a 5-11 season to now 15 or 14-3 with Jalen Hurts, Nick Sirianni, who nobody expected to be as good of a coach as he is.
Nobody.
They got AJ Brown, the only true wide receiver trade that actually worked out for that team.
Yeah.
Because Devontae Adams, that was an underwhelming team. The Dolphins, they were hot and cold. But
Yeah.
the only true wide receiver trade that took place this past offseason, the only true home run trade
Yeah.
was the AJ Brown trade.
Yeah, they hit a home run on all their draft picks. They were able to go up and get Nakobe Dean, and then they were able to rebuild depth and draft a tackle, so that helped. And then went out there, got CJ Gardner-Johnson. That was a huge home run for them at safety. He made some big run-stopping plays, and then he was teeing off from the safety position, but AJ Brown definitely helped open up the offense. It's a la Josh Allen getting Stephon Diggs. However, Jalen Hurts actually made the Super Bowl, and I don't want to hear anyone criticizing Jalen Hurts for making the Super Bowl because you can only play who's in front of you. And then everyone was hyping up the New York Giants, and they absolutely ran right through them. And he still had to play the 49ers defense, which still had a lot of talent.
Yep.
I know Nick Bosa was hurt, but they were still making some plays on that team. And then the fact that he wasn't rattled, how he showed up in the moment is really what you're looking for. He didn't look rattled at all when you've seen some other quarterbacks get in their first playoff run and kind of freeze up. So he proved a lot just with his poise in this playoff run. And then talking about just your path to get to the Super Bowl, does anyone talk about how Aaron Rodgers won his first Super Bowl? Like, no, he had to face a backup quarterback against the Bears, but that's not his fault. He still got to the Super Bowl and won. So if you're still getting to the Super Bowl and winning, and your team is 16-1 when you play, which is an absolutely ridiculous stat,
Yeah.
second to only Tom Brady going undefeated, I mean, that's an accomplishment on its own. And the fact that you can put together a really talented team, like the Rams load up with talent, the Bengals are loaded up with talent, the Chiefs are loaded up with talent. It's like they don't always have that spectacular 16-1, including the playoffs when I'm on that team, and go 14-3. So the fact that him and Sirianni in tandem are the perfect fit with how competitive Sirianni is, and then how Jalen Hurts is the leader in the weight room at the quarterback position, it's just something special to behold. And I think they have all the momentum going into the Super Bowl, and they should definitely be riding really high right now.